Enough of you. So after 3 years of poking the bear poked back. And who can blame him? They've been trying to impeach him from the day he got elected.
They've been trying to impeach me from the day I got elected.
Take the media. I don't even use fake anymore.
I don't even use fake anymore. I call the fake news now corrupt news because fake isn't tough enough. And I'm the one that came up with the term. I'm very proud of it.
Congratulations. You know, I get 3 days of peace, and I'm walking into the United Nations.
Now, I get 3 days of peace, and I'm walking into the United Nations, going to meet with the biggest leaders in the world, and I hear about the word impeachment. I said, what did I do now?
Bottom line, you shouldn't be asking 2 questions.
You shouldn't be asking 2 questions. Well, it sounds like it might be a good question. Let me see if I like the question. Go ahead. Maybe for the first time in 3 years, I'll have a good question, and I'll love it.
There is a report that came out just before you and President Niinistö walked out here that the whistleblower met with a staff member of Adam Schiff.
But maybe he'll love that question.
Oh, I love that question. It shows that Schiff is a fraud. And I love that question. Thank you, John.
Speaking of Schiff, I wonder if he made it up. I wonder if he made it up, every word of it.
He made it up, every word of it, made up, and read to Congress as though I said it. And I'll tell you what, he should be forced to resign from Congress. Adam Schiff, he's a lowlife.
Could he carry... All right. My goodness. Could he carry his blank strap?
Couldn't carry his blank strap. I won't say it because they'll say it was so terrible to say. But that guy couldn't carry his blank strap. You understand that?
We understand that completely. It's true. Adam Schiff is about as straight a shooter as a drunk peeing in the wind. He had all the information ahead of time, and he had the structure in place. Impeachment was merely the foot waiting for the right slipper. And Adam went through a pile of them. He's the world's yuckiest Cinderella. But come on, Trump's only interested in corruption. He doesn't care about politics.
I'm only interested in corruption. I don't care about politics. I don't care about Biden's politics. I never thought Biden was going to win, to be honest.
You know, he's not wrong. It's not like Trump wanted Biden out. He always knew Joe was the wounded gazelle in the Serengeti. Really, it's not that Joe lost a step. He's missing an entire staircase. And Biden's never been a smart guy.
I think Biden has never been a smart guy, and he's less smart now than he ever was.
I don't know. No. Really, losing Biden is not what Trump wants. So if it's not politics, then what is it? Well, I've been in the media for 20-plus years. I know I look young. I can tell you none of this is anything but political. It's all team sport. People pick a side, then position their opponent as immoral. Trump's no different. It's been done to everyone before him. He's just getting it worse because he's giving back as good as he's getting. As a private citizen for nearly all his life, he's not used to achievements overshadowed by ideology. And that's what's pissing him off. Meanwhile, the story is a twofer for the media. It fills coffers with clicks, and they don't have to report actual news, like the lowest unemployment figures in 50 years. Instead, they dress up a political action as a legal infraction, all while denying their bias. No wonder Trump's pissed. Seriously, you talking to me?
Are you talking to me?
Yeah, it was just a follow-up of what I just asked you, sir.
Listen, you ready? We have the president of Finland. Ask him a question. Don't be rude.
Yeah. He's mad, as the media pretends they had nothing to do with him being mad.
He used vulgarity. He went after Democrats in the media repeatedly.
His pure rage at the predicament he's in because at the moment he doesn't see any way out.
His anger was on full display during a press conference this afternoon.
He raged and cursed on Twitter. He also expressed anger.
Oh my, they are shocked by Trump's anger. They're like an arsonist surprised by all the smoke. Or a stripper suddenly wondering why all the men are staring at her. Really, though, I feel bad for any world leader who's with Trump at these press conferences. I mean, look at him. No one else is. You're the foreign affairs version of a bridesmaid. But lucky you, dear viewer, because of Trump, you learn more about political malfeasance than ever before. This Ukraine story is now about real shenanigans. Who cares about a phone call? But nepotism, we hate it. The corruption of a coddled, incompetent offspring who's able to coast through life because of daddy's connections. We all know Hunters. Never works too hard, parties too much, craps his pants at the Christmas party. And yet, still gets cush jobs. Hunter Biden is the Swamp's team mascot. But the media and the Dems got other concerns. They take an exact transcript and twist it into something else and expect you, the public, to see what they see. Then they deny it when they're caught lying.
I know you support Chairman Schiff, but was it right for him to have that dramatic interpretation of the president's transcript of the phone call at the hearing last week?
I want the American people to know what that phone call was about. I want them to hear it. So, yeah, it's fair. It's sad. But it's using the president's own words. So if he's...
Well, those weren't the president's words. It was an interpretation of the president's words. They're saying he made this up.
He did not make it up.
You know, people, talk about denial. Someone get her up to speed or get her some speed. I would like some. But believe it or not, Trump watches his words very carefully.
I watch my words very, very closely. And to have somebody get up and to totally fabricate a conversation that I had with another leader and make it sound so bad, it was so evil.
But it's nothing new. It's what the media does. Take anything you've said and find the darkest meaning. It's like they took a class in it.
So often we're told to take things at face value. But in this class, you're going to learn to look at the darkest motives in everything, including things that at first seem good. I'll show you what I mean with some quotes. Ask not what your country can do for you, but what you can do for your country.
Oh, this is obvious. JFK's putting emphasis on how important it is to have some self-confidence, so when we come together as a nation, we can achieve so much more.
Dude, you're out of your mind, okay? This is nationalism at its absolute worst. What is a country but a xenophobic landmass designed to keep other people out, okay? Countries imply borders, all right? Borders are inherently, you guessed it, racist.
Excellent! Here's another. Give a man a fish, feed him for a day. Teach a man to fish, and you feed him for a lifetime.
Well, it's clearly a lesson that actually learning a skill is a lot more important than just being given something without earning it.
I'm gonna throw up, okay? Teach a man to fish? Teaching men to fish is what led to exploiting the environment, okay? Which led to industrialization, which led to overpopulation, which is, guess what? A major contributor to global warming.
You are on fire, Terry. How about this one? Hang in there.
Oh, you want to just hang in there after having, I don't know, maybe like a rough day?
You're insane, okay? Hang in there? This is endorsing capital punishment, you psycho!
You know what? My work is done here. Terry, take over the class.
You got it. Okay, let's start off with my favorite quote. Stalin was right.